So where are we now? None of the other enclaves, by the way, says one more left here. Solitary Island, and we got 2 up here. None of these unlock more puzzle types, so I think we've unlocked every puzzle type. Nope, there's this type up here. There's one more puzzle type we can unlock. So let's head up there now, because I'd like to do that. I would like to just unlock puzzle types. So it's up there. Is there a better way? Maybe over this way I'll find a rift up? No. I want to unlock puzzle types, anyway, as I was saying, just so that it frees me up to do any other puzzles scattered around, because otherwise I'm still going to be seeing, like, grayed out puzzles I can't do. Okay. Is it that? No, that wasn't the thing I left. That was the thing I left, so it's here. Let's get rid of that. So... Nope, it is this. I guess I do these first. Myopia arrows point to all the closest cells of the opposite color. Okay, I see. So in this case, looking at this, it's got a left and an up arrow, and is pointing at 2 dark cells. There's 2 dark cells here, but they're further away. So this has to be a dark cell. If this is a light cell, it's not pointing to any dark cell. So that means this also has to be dark because they're going to be the closest cells. And these have to be light, no matter what. So anything pointing there, that means it's directly next to it, so it has to be pointing like this, and that has to be a light cell. Does this make sense? Then over here, it could be doing this. Not sure yet. This has to point the same direction of dark cells, a light cell, so there we go. This could just be all light cells. No, because it's 1, 2, 3 is the closest. This is actually closer. It's 2 spaces away. Okay. These have to be the same distance. If this is a dark cell, we can't put a dark cell there. So we have to put them like that. That's the only way to make them the same distance apart. Same here. We don't want these to be light cells because then these would be just as close. These 2 need to be closer than those 2, so those are dark cells. This is going to be like that. This now has to be 2 spaces away, like this. This one's got to be 3, like so. And this has to point to no. Nah, it has to point like this because it can cross gaps. It can cross them. Okay. That has to be light so it matches. This has to be dark. This is 1, 2, 3. So these all have to be light. That has to be light in order for that to work. I think we're good. This is an interesting thing. Do we have any... Well, 3... If I did this, I think we're in trouble. Oh, that's something we can infer immediately. If I put a dark square right behind an arrow, it doesn't work. So this one has to be 1, 2, 3 out. So we do have to do this. That has to point to something. This is going to now point like this. I've got to sneeze. Excuse me. So this has to point to something. This has to point to something. So now those all have to be white because that's the furthest away. That's got to be a dark cell, and that's got to be a dark cell. Okay, I get the idea. Okay. Well, all we can say is that these all have to be white, because no matter what, if any of these are dark cells, then it won't be the closest dark cell in this direction. So we have to do this. Let's see. In this case, I think these have to be dark, and those have to be light, because if this was a light cell right here, this would be a dark cell, and that'd be the same distance here, and there's no arrow pointing that direction. Okay, we know this for sure. Oh dear. So 3, like this. but we do have to fill them in at this point. Let's see, those... Hold on a second. Right, because there's nothing behind... Wait, hold on, why? Connect all light cells. Ah, connect all light cells. That's why I was just not paying attention to the rules. Connect all light cells. Gonna force this, as well as these. Let's see. In this case, once again, we have this issue. So, myopia arrows... This has to be the case, because otherwise we're going to run out of space over here. These also have to be done. Okay, cool. So I guess that unlocks the myopia arrows. Sweet. Let's take care of these puzzles then that are all here. Don't make this pattern connect all dark cells. Ah. Alright, that's got to be that. Don't make it... Okay, so we got a big snake. That's what's going to happen here. This is the dead end of the snake. We have to do it this way. Let's see. That means these have to be light. That's got to be dark. That's got to be dark. So there's your other dead end. That has to be dark. Those are light. Like so. Okay, okay. I see what we're doing here. This has to be dark or we're not going to be able to solve this. This one does have to be dark. So I think we're just doing this. Yep. Cool, 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 cool. Connect all light cells. I see. I see. So in this one, I was struggling. If I made these two white, that would be fine. And if I made them dark, it would be fine. But no matter what I did, these two would be dark. Because if these two were light, these two would be dark so that the arrows would be satisfied. If these two were dark, since all light cells have to connect, everything else would have to be dark, making these two dark. Okay. Let's try the harder one. So here we go. All dark regions have area 2. Don't make squares. So I can do that. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There has to be a dark cell somewhere in here. We know the stuff behind it has to be light. All dark regions have area 2, no squares, so that's going to be solved there. That means the dark cell has to be here. Because if we don't, well, we have a square as well. That, we need to have dark cells area 2, like this. That means this is a dark cell. Light cells don't have to connect, so that's fine. No squares means this has to happen. This can't be a dark cell or we'd overload. That's got to be a light cell. So either we have this or we have this. Now if we did this, we're in trouble because we're going to overload. So we do in fact have this. No squares. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Let's see. Those have to be like this. Just putting the stuff behind. No dominoes, connect all light cells. Got it. Let's see. Has to be there. Anything I can infer. Okay, so that can't go there because... Why can't that go there? Ah, I see, because I can't... The closest I can get is down here, so that's a light cell for sure. Do we have the same issue there? No. because I can put a dark cell right next to it. That means that can't be a dark cell either, which means those are both light cells. That one's a light cell. Actually, if this is the only dark cell I can make here, then I do have to do this. Let's see. That has to be there, and that has to be there. Now we know these have to be 2 away. This has to be 1 away. If all light cells are connected, so far so good. This is fine. In fact, it has to be a light cell here. Uh-huh. This has to be like that. This has to be the dark cell, otherwise we're not looking at the closest one. 2, 3. These both have to be dark. This has to be dark, so we satisfy the arrow there. And we're good. Alright, where's that really hard one? Oh, there's a 5 pipper there. Oh, we got viewpoints too, dear lord. Connect all light cells, etc., etc. So we know this, this, and that. Okay. What else do we know? Well, the dark cell's got to be one of these two. It can be here, or it can be there. What's the difference between them? The dark cells here have to either be like this. Oh, we can't do that. So we have to do it like this. No dominoes. So we do have to do this to make sure we get at least that space. Let's see. If we do this, we're in trouble because we'd have to do that. So that's a dark cell as well. All light cells are connected. Okay, this has to be like that. There has to be a dark cell here, so they are in fact 2 spaces away. If this is at least 1 in those directions, we have to fill it out even further. This could be it, or it could be this. Oh no, we'll run out of space there, so we do in fact have it like this. We can't do this, it would overload the 6, so that is how the 6 goes. The 5 has to extend this direction because it can't go all the way up that way. The 2 would overload there. Huh. Maybe this is what I'm looking for instead of that one. This has to extend up at least once. And this has to escape, so we're going to have this issue here. Okay, we're good. Alright, grab the ones behind the arrows, because those are always white. No squares. All dark regions of area 2. No squares. Dark regions of area 2. Let's see. Oh wait, hold on. These also have to be. No squares. Dark regions of area 2. So it's got to be a black cell somewhere in here. Let's see what else I can do. One of these two's got to be dark, so one of those two. This is possible. That's possible. Well, hold on. If we did this, then we would have an issue where we'd overload in there. So this is in fact what we do. Which means that's a light cell for sure. Still no issues here. One of these two is dark for sure. Well, hold on. If this one's dark, we're in trouble because both of these would have to be to make this arrow work. So this is in fact what we do here. These could both be dark? No. This is how this is solved. No squares, no squares, no squares, and we're done. And finally, exactly one star puzzle. Oh dear. Oh dear. Exactly one symbol per dark area. And per light area. And galaxies and myopia arrows. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. So... this one symbol per light area, okay, we are going to force these to happen. Opposite cells, that means we have this. This has to be dark. No, it can be light. That has to be there. That has to be dark. Let's see. This can be... yeah, we can still do that. We can't go any further than that, though. So if we just block this off, yeah, there has to be at least one dark cell here, so that's where it's going to be. So this is how that's going to go. One symbol per dark area means this has to extend. Let's see. I can do this. No, because this is the same... wait, hold on. If I do this... point... oh, because this is 2 cells away, so that does have to be light. That has to be dark. Yep, they all have to connect, so this is in fact how it's going to go. Huh. That has to be here, so this does in fact have to go like so. This can't be like that. This is basically complete. That's complete. This is probably complete. This can't connect to that because we can only have one per area. This is fine. This is fine so far. In fact, I can't extend this anymore. This is fine. Oops. This is the only way to do these parts. I can do it like this. Wait, what? Yeah, I can do this. I can do this. And there we go. That was a weird one. I liked it, but it was very, very weird. Okay, well that was fun. You might have found out I split up this one recording session into several episodes. We'll see how that goes. But I have now unlocked every type of puzzle, I think. Just double checking. There's no more, like, puzzle types I can unlock. It looks like I've unlocked them all, which is good. It means I can go to, like, end game places and I won't have to worry about it. I can go hit any hub world puzzles. It'll be just fine. Then that is that. Thanks everyone for watching this entire series in one sitting. I have been your host, KFW, and I'm going to go eat lunch now, so have a good day. Bye.